Lord have mercy. Better put on my shades so can't nobody see my pain. All right. Let's try to do this. What in the world, Bo? My name is Big Low Country. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just old country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. I'm hurt. I'm embarrassed. I'm frustrated. I'm sad. I'm angry. But I'm also looking at the silver lining. Shouts out to everybody that's coming on to chop it up with us tonight. We look at here. Y'all know we do the post-game coaches meeting. No matter what's going on, you know, it's a situation where we don't run from the energy. So we got to show love to everybody to show love to us. I'm sorry. If you hear my voice squeaking, you already know what time it is. Silk Legacy says, what in the world, Bo? Silk got that fire. Yeet. Get some. ATL focused in here. It says, how come the Falcons can't play good on offense and defense in one game, but play bad on both in one game? What? Trinity in here says, what's up, Big Low Country? What's going on, Bo? The coach's quarter says, as I said, you can never accept in a win what you couldn't in a loss. Last week, we couldn't score, so 200-plus yards of running was pretty empty stat. So, okay. Flying Eagle says, I agree with the coach's corner. A great running game still has to complement a good passing game. Our two running backs will eventually find it hard to get 100 yards together. It couldn't get that bad. Shouts out to everybody else that's chilling out with us. Clowns, Carl Thomas, Stephon Shelling, Willie Dot says blessings to everybody. Trey, what's going on? Coach Roney.
Yes. How are you guys doing tonight? I know some of you may be expecting me to chant, but I'm not going to do. No, I'm lying. Hey, ho, ho! At least Zach Robinson has got to go. Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to get up out of there.
Somebody got to go.
And I'll say this, Coach's Corner, I get what he's saying. This is what I say when I don't like when we win and there are problems, because people overlook the problems and are just focusing on the win. That's what he's saying. Don't accept in a win what you wouldn't accept in a loss. We had trouble scoring last week.
5 field goals.
5 field goals.
5 field goals.
The one touchdown was not based on, you know what I'm saying? Like, the one touchdown was like,
given to you.
Woo, that was rough. So the problem that we saw today was something that's been brewing for a minute. We see that there's a problem in the red zone. They cannot score. Well, and literally, they did not score today.
So now I have to rebut that, Coach Roney. You saying that there's a problem in the red zone?
What are you saying?
What red zone? What?
Well, I was referring to last week.
Oh, okay. I'm
just overall.
I'm just checking because
I get you.
I'm just checking.
I get you. I can't apply red zone every week as if we get down there every week.
We don't know what the air smells like in the red zone. We don't know what the grass feel like.
That was me, guys. That was my mistake.
The 20-yard line. What's that? What is it in Spanish? Venti? Venti. We don't know what that is.
Like a beat.
Oh, Venti. Venti. We don't know what Venti is. Bo, we didn't even get in the red zone. Look at here. Mama Country told me. I was 4 years old, 5 years old. It was before I started school. Whenever we went to the grocery store, Mama Country said, don't look at nothing. Don't touch nothing. Don't embarrass me in front of these folks. Don't get in here and start acting crazy. Mama Country told me that. Mama Country, look, if you watching, I apologize. Look here. What's in my jug is in my jug.
Does the label say spring water?
What label? What label? What label? What's in my jug is in my jug.
Okay.
It might be spring water. It might be moonshine. But if you see me crying, that means that I'm sad because Mama Country told me. She said, look, don't get in here and embarrass me in front of these folks. That's what she told me, Coach Ronnie. Now, Mama Country, whenever we walked in the store, she grabbed a spatula, one of the metal spatulas. She walked around with it. So if I started acting up, that's the sound effect it made. Tell me why I got up this morning at 5:45. You know, got dressed up, put on my smell good, you know, put on my little outfit and everything. You know, I went and I said, man, you know what? This feels like an event. You know, let's go ahead and throw one of the grills in. So I went ahead, I threw the grill in. I was like, yeah, you know what? We're gonna go slugged up on them. I walk in doggone Bank of America Stadium, looking good. I got some smell good on. You know, I got doggone overalls on and everything. Everybody like, oh man, look at that dapper young fellow over there. You know, with the splits on. You know, with the red and black Chicago split shoes on. With the throwback Atlanta. You know, throwback Atlanta polo on with the overall. Me and Uncle Steve, we walking up in there. You know, looking good. Thank you, baby. Locking up in there, looking good, feeling good, you know, smelling good. And I be doggone. These folks doggone come in here and embarrass us like it ain't nobody business. Bo, what in the world? 30-0? 30-0. This what we doing? This is what we doing. First of all, before we even get started, we got a few Superman chats in here. Willie Dot says, hey, Big Low, when do the varsity Falcons play? The JV team got mud stomped by the Panthers at 1 p.m. Oh, wait. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got more. There's more. There's more. The eye test says any place where grass is at, we had a problem. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Hold on. There's more. There's more, Coach Ryan. DJ Gamer says, why nobody told me we got Ritter back and he's left-handed now.
Man.
We also got 2021 Arthur Smith back calling play. Even the punter had a bad game. Help. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Brewski says, this loss is not acceptable. If we lose again next week against a possible Marcus Mariota start, could a coaching change happen at the bye? Cheers to a shot for the loss. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. But wait. Oh. Thanks so much, Brewski. Coach Ron just reminded me I got to take a shot for the loss. Hold on. Coach Ron just reminded me I got to take a shot for the loss. Thanks so much, Brewski. Is that a shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good shot.
That's a good shot. Okay. Jalen says, I've been at work all day and only saw the first half. Most disgusted I've been since Petrino.
Oh my God.
What would Maya Angelou say? Da, da, da. That's a Superman chat. So, what would Maya Angelou say if we came out here and lost 30-0? I can only imagine What the great? I can only imagine what the great might. What would Maya Angelou say, Coach Ronnie?
If someone shows you who they are, believe them. And Atlanta Falcons are some losers.
What? What? Did y'all hear this? Wow. Okay. Iron Mike says, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Appreciate you, Iron Mike. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Also, Dr. Gantz is back. Dr. Gantz says, Penix mechanics awful and we pressure. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Bo. 30-0. All right. So first of all, shouts out to Uncle Steve. Rode down there with Uncle Steve to the game this morning. You know, we met up, drove up to Charlotte, drove back, had a great time. Shouts out to everybody's favorite Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve actually told me, Uncle Steve taught me off the ledge. I was on the bridge with an anvil tied around my waist. I was like, hey, will someone, if Maya Angelou's voice is ringing in my head, will someone show you who they are? Who they are? You believe them. Bo! Uncle Steve said, hey, Big Low, look, it's just the third game.
It is the third.
It's just that. So I'm sitting here like, so we got to keep dealing with this?
Yeah, we got more.
We got more. But wait, guys.
There's more.
There's more. Golly. So let's talk about it. Let's unpack it. Because I'm literally coming back from a long trip.
Like, you've been on the road like 8 hours today.
I've been on the road 8 hours today.
Actually, probably 9 because you still had to get back from the meetup.
I had to get back from the meetup point, sit in the sun in overalls. I was like, hey, guys, I'm bringing the spirit today. I'm bringing the team spirit. I'm rocking overalls. I'm out here. It was hot. My overall was hot to the touch. We was in the same way Janet Jackson was in the thunder and rain, we were in the blistering sun. In the blistering sun.
I'm Kendrick, y'all.
Every time you hear these words, they become a taboo. Look here, boy, we was in the blistering sun. Sit out there. Have y'all ever got one of them sun headaches? Look here. I'm from Southeast Georgia. I literally grew up outside. And whenever you sit in the sun too long, you get one of them sun headaches. I got one today. And after getting that sun headache, I didn't know if it came from frustration from watching our offensive coordinator fail to call plays. Your job is to call plays, and you failed to call plays on time.
I mean, what more do you need?
The man's job is to call plays. I mean, literally, your job is to call plays.
And this has been a recurring problem.
This happened last week.
Yes.
We burnt 2 timeouts in the first half after your new kicker missed 2 field goals. Then you actually get a chance. You're driving down the field. You're down 10-0. You're driving down the field. Oh, man. We're actually getting up the field. We're throwing the ball in the middle of the field. Finally, in the words of rock, finally, the Atlanta Falcons throw the ball in the middle of the field. You throw the ball in the middle of the field whenever the time is running out. Oh, wait a minute. It's okay, guys. We can call a time. Wait a minute. Why ain't that working? Let me switch it up. Why? Oh, we don't got no more timeouts. Where'd all the timeouts go? Oh, we used them already. Whoa! What in the world? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. Shouts out to Carrie in here. Carrie says complete embarrassment. Penix had a bad game, but it's his sixth start. Rookie growing pains. What's the coaching staff's excuse? Whole team look unprepared. We definitely appreciate that, Carrie. That's that da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Look here, I can't do Superman chats right. You heard it? It sounded squeaky.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. That's a Superman chat. Whoa, let me tell you something. Mama Country said, don't get me in here and embarrass me. Do y'all know how much cash money I talked walking into U.S. Bank Stadium? What's the name of it? Bank of America Field. Y'all know how much cash money I was talking? Whoa. And I had Uncle Steve gassing me up. You know how we do when we get together.
And y'all were sitting in the very front.
We were sitting in the front row.
All walking all the way down.
We walked all the way down, talking trash. I'm walking down, hands in my pocket, like, yeah, there's a lot of red and black in here today. Yeah, y'all gonna feel us today. I mean, just talking. There's a little boy sitting behind me with his dad. I was like, hey, young fella. You in for a long one today, young guy. You gonna learn what it's like to be a fan.
Oh my God.
Mama Country said, don't get me in here and embarrass me. And I be doggone. I be John Brown. I'm walking out. So I'm sitting on the front row. Me and Uncle Steve, we sitting on the front row. And it got to the point, I'm just sitting here like, man, I just don't know. I just don't know. So I'm finna ask everybody, who is this loss on? Let's go. Also, make sure that you hit that like button. If you're as frustrated as me, and I put it to you like this right here. If you feel like you have the ability to give this video, this live, more likes than the Atlanta Falcons had points today, make sure that you hit that like button. I would definitely and greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. We would definitely and greatly appreciate it. Oh, all right. So check this out. And I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate everybody for letting us know who y'all feel like the loss was on, because we're definitely going to go over it. But let's go over the names. You got Michael Penix. You know, the one who everybody's saying is the one, right? You know, and we're going to talk about Michael Penix. You got Bijan Robinson. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Hold on. I apologize. I talked to Bijan's grandparents today. Grandma Robinson told me make sure I call them Bijan. So I believe in you call somebody what their mamas and grandmamas called them, what they named them. So you have Bijan Robinson. Shouts out to the Robinson family. Tyler Algier, who got one carry today, mind you. Yes, Coach Ronnie. Tyler Algier, yeah. Yeah, Tyler Algier got one carry. You got Drake London, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think he was a top 5 wide receiver in pretty much every statistical category. You got Darnell Mooney, who, you know, almost 1,000-yard wide receiver. Somebody said they seen a unicorn running around Flowery Branch Monday through Friday. That wears a number 8 jersey. You got that, you know, and I guess Uncle Steve would say you got Felipe Franks.
Yeah, you got Felipe Franks.
I don't know. Why are we running this pedestrian offense? What is going on? Also, we got a couple more Superman chats in here. Padre says, Coach Lowe, and Bosch Ronnie, he said the doors of the church are open. And I took them things off the hinges. That go. He said Zach Robinson is the appetizer for a Raheem Wellington. Won't you come? Come along. You belong. Feel the fizz of Cuckoo Cola. Da da da. That's a Superman chat. Boom. This is I apologize. This is where we at. Also, Marina says, is it too early to call number 9 a bust? We're going to get into that. And that's also that da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. And said, yeah, I got it right here. Said Atlanta says Zach Robinson got the call plays from the sideline, Bo. He says, need to be on the sideline with his rookie quarterback. You yourself said it. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. All right, so let's get into it. I asked everybody a few minutes ago, who do you feel is who are we putting this loss on? Who are we putting this loss on? And I apologize, y'all. I know I've been in my feelings, got me in my feelings, for the last 20 minutes. I apologize. I had to sit in the truck with Uncle Steve and act like I had some sense. Because Uncle Steve was talking me down. I'm telling y'all, he was talking me down. Shouts out to everybody's favorite Uncle Steve. Look here, if you want a more reasonable, if you want a more reasonable talking down, content for our Atlanta Falcons from our wise uncle, make sure you check out Uncle Steve. Also, make sure you hit that like button. You hit that like button for me. I promise you I'll dance at your wedding one day.
Uncle Steve's Lounge.
Uncle Steve's Lounge, yes. So tell me why we pulled up at the Wendy's on the way back, because we were sitting out in the sun, watching our team not score any points. And we pulled up, and the lady, she, Uncle Steve, he got Uncle Steve's Lounge on his truck. Yeah. This lady, she took a picture, she taking a video of the truck. So me and Uncle Steve, we jumping out like we superstars. Walking up to the Wendy's also. She's like, "Oh man, y'all from Atlanta, man? So y'all got a lounge?" Yeah. I'm like, "Hey, Uncle Steve's Lounge, baby, you need to check it out. Just scan that QR code right there." Also, we got a couple more Superman chats. DJ Gaming says, also, why did no one tell me we got Tad McKinley and Vic Beasley? Daggum. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
I still remember I bought that Find Me Later shirt.
You sure did you?
Yes, I was so excited.
Coach Ronnie bought the Find Me Later shirt. I tried to tell her not to get it.
He did.
I tried to tell her.
Nah, we about to show something out there. He about to prove it. He's ready, and I'm ready too.
Okay.
Find me later.
Okay. And we couldn't find you nowhere. The test says, this was Zach. This was Zach. The only receiving money made was in the middle. And why are there no check downs in the middle also? All routes were away from the middle. Exactly. Until you ran the 2-minute drill and the clock ran out. Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Bo. Who is this loss on? I legit got to know. Archangel here, what in the world, Bo? Kiera Possible said we're cooked. The Gamers Barbershop says coaching. Said it's on the coaching. C Doubles in here says I need some liquor, everyone. Daggum. Deanna says Zach. It's on Zach Robinson. Let's see. Coach Willie Dot says, big love, Coach Ronald. Y'all are the best. Nah, you the best, Willie Dot. Thank you so much for watching. Take Care Man says it's on the OC. DJ Gaming says everyone. Archangel says it's mostly on Zach Robinson. Xylus says it's on everyone. Nando says it's on Zach Robinson. Ray Fitty says it's on Zach Robinson. Chris 24M says Zach and Raheem. Dr. Gaming says, Dr. Ganja says it's on Zach and Penix. Man. Meat says, hey, ho, ho, you know who got to go. Wait a minute now. Who is it? In the words of Michael Jackson, one of the best album cuts ever, Who is it?
Is it a friend of mine?
Who is it? Is it my brother? Who is it? I can't take it.
Somebody help me.
Oh, yeah. Somebody help my soul down. Who is it? Here you go. I can't take it because I'm lonely. Exactly. Who is it? Dang. Atlanta Falcons pandemic says, hey, man, at the end of the day, it's all on Raheem. Uriah Johnson says that was embarrassing. Yes, that was embarrassing. Eric Mack says Zach Robinson doesn't have a clue. Daggum. Uriah says it's on Heem. Heem and Zach got to go. Silk Legacy says Zach and Raheem and Penix and the wide receivers. It's on everybody. Fly Eagle said, "Who's left? Who's left? Go, 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 go." Let's see. B-Rye just gave us a star. Hey, we appreciate it. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
We are stars.
Oh, that's what it is. With the stars.
We are all stars.
With the stars. Let me see here. Let me get because it threw me off. Yes, who is it? Atlanta Falcons pandemic. 10 Cam says, "Thank God we got you, low." Nah, thank God we got y'all. Thank God we got y'all. Well, I've been telling you something, boy. Man. So look, Coach Ronald, she picked me up at the rendezvous spot. Let me tell you how I got in the truck. Got in, closed the door.
So, was the trip good? Did you have fun? Yeah. So how was Uncle Steve? Y'all had a good time?
Yeah, he doing all right. You seen him, didn't you?
I mean, did you have? I know they didn't come away with the win, but was it a good experience?
Hey, I mean, everybody made it back safe.
There's that.
God is good.
On time.
All the time. God is good. I mean, that's literally what it was. I like, you hungry? You done ate something? Oh, okay. That I'm telling y'all. I didn't know what to say. I was trying to make small talk because I didn't see my baby all day. I was like, hey, you ate the rest of that smoked cheese dip I made yesterday.
I left him a little corner, y'all. I left him a little corner. My grandma would say.
I was like, oh, okay, all right. She was like, so you don't got nothing you want to talk about? Hard times, baby. Hard times. Look, that's literally what it was. That's literally what it was. At the end of the day, that's what it was. So, look, the question is, moving forward, how do you handle the situation? And look, Coach Ronda, you're in the corporate. You're in the corporate world as well.
Yes, I am.
You have to ask
five. Argue for a living.
You argue for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you argue with me, it's almost like it's for a living because, you try to win.
Try.
It's
so interesting.
Try.
Such an interesting turn of phrase.
Try.
Okay.
But the thing is.
Go ahead.
So in the corporate world, and everybody that's in here, Padre, he pretty much runs his company. He's the sultan of affordable housing. But that whenever you have recurring issues, do y'all do 5 whys?
Yeah, we used to. It doesn't work so well for us because it's all theoretical. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of like, well, maybe if such as it always goes back to intangible. But I think you came from like a engineering kind of that production background, so yeah. I think it works better there than it does in what I do. Okay.
So if anybody in the chat, y'all let us know, with your job, if you do the 5 whys. Basically, the 5 whys are whenever you have an issue, you ask why until it's literally called a root cause analysis, right?
We call it root cause problem solving.
Root cause problem solving?
Yeah, but
it never works for you?
No, it doesn't really work that well because it always boils down to like, oh, well, maybe I don't know. It just doesn't work as well in our field. Okay.
Well, root cause problem solving, root cause analysis. Basically, you ask why. If there's a problem, you just continue to ask why until you realize what the issue is. Or in the words of my old math teacher, until you find out what the issue is. So
Find out what?
Until you find out what the issue is.
The who now? The what?
The issue.
Okay.
I thought that was a proper.
How you slipped that in there so casually?
Until you find out what the issue is, you got to keep asking why.
Okay.
All right. So, the coaching staff, this is an emergency coaches meeting. Trey.
People. All name in the chat.
That wasn't the math teacher, Trey. So, he see he gonna get you. So, at the end of the day, what we're going to do is we're going to have this exercise. So, coaching staff, y'all let me know, what is the actual issue that we're having with our Atlanta Falcons? First we gotta determine what the issue is. We also got another Superman chat. T. Walker says Blank needs to sign a new coaching to the practice squad. Okay. He says it was nice to meet you, brother. When I came up to the Tampa game. Hey man, you definitely know it, Bo. You already know. Definitely appreciate that. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate you, T. Walker. Hope you and your family safe, my friend. Trey talk, oh my B. So Clown says Zach needs to come out of that box, be on the sideline to support his young quarterback. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. So Dr. Slick, body bag him. They said coaching is determined. Dr. Slick says coaching. Jeff says starts at the top. Raheem. Okay. Molly Mall says y'all suck. That's the issue. Now Molly Mall. Molly Mall. Look at here, Bo. At least we won a game. You last one.
I mean, one single game, but it's still one game.
We know what winning feels like.
This year.
Don't come with that foot shoving, Molly Mall. Y'all don't know what it's like. You never tasted the sweet taste of victory. Y'all forgot how to high five in New Orleans. Y'all walk around talking about that who. Y'all done forgot how to say it. That who gonna lose the what? All right, go. Don't come with that now. I love Spencer Rattler. Shout out to Steve. Oh, we also got another Superman chat. Iron Mike says a quarterback ends rookie year looking promising. Starts his second season with some stumbles. Team shows up to games ill prepared with questionable play calling. Is this Morris or the Smith regime? Hello. Da da da. Wait a minute. See, this is look. This is the first time I danced all day.
Yeah, nothing to cheer about.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't never really dance until we score. So I ain't danced since last week.
Still as a statue all day.
I look here. My back so because I'm like the Tin Man. Need some more down here. Da da da. That's a Superman chick. Also, Big James of the eye test. Y'all make sure y'all check out the eye test, man. Great content. Eye test says this is why you don't hire first-time offensive coordinators with rookie quarterbacks under them. Both are OJT blind man boo who could call a better game. What you talking about?
OJT blind man boo call a better game. That sounds like some old school stuff.
That sounds like OJT blind man boo. John, what you look here? Y'all know how John roll. Da da da. That's a Superman chat.
I kind of like Iron Mike Gaming's comment though. Like he was saying, like he's looked promising, starts his season stumbling. They show up to games ill prepared. The play calling is questionable. What's going on with Morris's regime?
I mean, what?
Is that what characterizes the Raheem Morris regime?
Look, okay. So, and I'm trying to find that comment.
It was right above the eye test because, like, the eye test it goes hand in hand because you're talking about your rookie quarterback stumbling. You set him up with a first-time offensive coordinator, so they both just stumbling together. It's blind man leading the blind, or OJT blind man boo leading OJT blind man boo.
I mean, you could have said Clarence Carter or Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles.
Who is OJT blind man boo? Put it in the chat. I need to know.
I mean, anybody, like, but I mean, yes, I mean, the fact of the matter is, I mean, that's when that we asked the question. So why is the team ill prepared? Why is there questionable play calling? Where does that stem from? Like, is it a situation? Of course, you're ill prepared because you haven't prepared enough. But why haven't you prepared enough? Why is it a situation where your team is in a less than favorable role or a less than favorable situation whenever you left points on the board or you left points off the board week 1 against Tampa Bay, and if you could have gotten an extra touchdown, you would have won that game. You kicked 5 field goals against the Minnesota Vikings, and the offense wasn't issued in. I'm sorry. The offense wasn't issued in. Today, you didn't score no points at all. Mind you, Parker Romo needs to listen to Lil Wayne and Babyface, because Babyface was singing that thing whenever he said, "Don't you ever get too comfortable." Because after Young Way Cool, and Young Way Cool, he's somewhere looking like this right here. So y'all thought it was easy. He legit somewhere looking like this right here. Y'all thought it was easy. Parker Romo come out here and miss 2 field goals. And me and Uncle Steve were talking about this earlier. By the time you miss that second field goal, that took us out of the game. Momentum was lost. Let's keep it a buck. We went from playing Sunday night football, primetime game against the Minnesota Vikings, who shellacked the Cincinnati Bengals today. We went from playing them and beating up on them thoroughly to playing a 1:00 game in Carolina, a team that, let's be honest, we don't really take seriously. They want to be our rivals, but we don't want to be theirs. I mean, let's be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. After the day, I'm like, there's something there. There's something there. Like,
there's what there?
There's something there. There's a rivalry is brewing.
For who?
For the Panthers.
With who?
With us.
Stop it.
They beat us 30-0.
Okay.
They don't like us. They took this game more seriously than we did. They embarrassed us.
That doesn't make it a rivalry.
It's a rivalry in my heart.
No, it's not.
They embarrassed us.
Not. Don't say that.
Coach Roney,
no, it's not.
The man
it's
last
not,
year, the last game
of the
last game of the season, the man threw a touchdown, and
yes, because this game means a lot to them, but it is a loss for us, and that's it.
You weren't there.
Okay.
They were jumping up and clicking their heels together while they were walking out of the stadium.
A lot to them.
You have to walk out of that.
I need you to calm down.
I'm just saying.
I need you to calm down.
It's a rivalry.
No, it's not.
You don't think it's a rivalry?
No. I wish you would stop saying that.
It's a rivalry?
Yes. Stop saying that. It's not true.
Oh, okay, Coach. Atlanta Falcons fan David says, we need to establish our identity. Raheem Morris needs to step up and stop smiling so much. Daggone. He says, I was told to not trust a man that smiles all the time. Look at here. The Atlanta Falcons offense, if they got caught out at night, would get arrested. because they have no identification. They have no identification. So when the police stop and frisk them, they were like, wait a minute, who are you? Like, oh, I'm Big Low Country. I don't see no ID. Yeah, you're coming down to the clink. Or what will Arthur Smith say? Arthur Blank say, the pokey?
Yeah.
You come down to the pokey.
Going to the pokey.
You come down to the pokey.
I mean, as far as he's saying, I agree. He last year we were calling him Rahaha Kiki because he's doing too much laughing. He was doing too much giggling. I don't trust that either because it's fake charm. Anybody that's trying to be fake charming, you don't trust them.
So I hadn't even watched the post game presser, but I know somebody said on 929 the game that he acknowledged that he got out coached today.
Just today, huh? Every other game he's coaching to his highest level. Is that what he's saying? Okay. All right.
The man acknowledged that he got out coached today. So look, it is what it is. C Double says, Coach, look at here. At the end of the day, why does the team look ill prepared? Right? The fact of the matter is, Zach Robinson is having issues getting the play calls in a timely manner. And the post-game press conference that we heard today with Michael Penix says that the mic was going in and out.
Again? Because wasn't that said before that he said that was the issue like last week or the first week, I think?
He didn't say that last week.
Or the first week.
I didn't hear him say that first
There was
week.
I feel like I remember him saying earlier, I think it might have been the first game, that there was an issue with him hearing in the headset.
Wait a minute. So Christian Lewis says Raheem Morris was giggling on the sidelines today?
I mean, you were right over there. You sitting right behind him. You didn't see him?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even want to look over there.
You were angry? You couldn't even look him?
I'm serious.
You look at him?
You think I'll play it? I didn't want to look over there because I was in my feelings. I had a headache. I thought it was going to be one of the situations where, we'll at least see our team score. And that didn't happen. Now, what I will tell you is I looked and I seen a few players, it was like, look, you definitely have to keep like a positive attitude, especially whenever you're losing badly like that. I'm sure players were saying things like, hey, look, we're going to get them next time. Or, hey, you already know what time it is, man. We just got a couple things that we got to clean up. But I seen a lot of guys smiling, laughing, telling jokes to each other whenever we were still down 30-0.
I don't like that.
You players take on the personality of the coach.
Yeah. Everything's so funny.
Everything's so dang on, Coach Ronnie.
Everything's it's so funny. Well, Carl Thomas said that it's been an issue. D.A. Hunter said last week he said that. Gerald Reeves said headset issues last week too. Lee Hall acknowledges that it was also an issue last week.
So why isn't it not fixed?
So that's what I said. He said that was an issue before. So it's a continuing issue. Why is it not fixed? Because Raheem Morris don't fix issues until it's critical. I guess it's not critical enough. Raheem Morris lets stuff go until it gets to the point where it's like you start questioning his abilities because it's like, why didn't you fix this earlier? He'd been said this was a problem. Why wasn't this fixed immediately? Same thing with our kicker. Same thing with letting Kirk Cousins play all hurt up and stuff where he couldn't score nothing. Same thing with the defensive coordinator, his best buddy that couldn't stop anything. He just lets issues continue when you're like, just fix it. Just fix it. Look, Raheem Morris, I don't know.
Proactive instead of reactive.
And the whole while, he's just over there laughing and giggling and throwing jokes. What'd I say? That fake charm.
At the end of the day, if it's a situation where you're having communication issues, Well, let me ask you this, Coach Ronald. What do you think you should do in that situation? If you have a communication issues, what do you feel like the response should be?
What do you mean? Besides fix it? You mean like what should they do to make sure it's not an issue anymore besides just fix the issue? I mean, why isn't he down there where he could call it in more quickly then? So if there's a issue, like there's a delay in the relay of the message from him to whoever needs to get it, then he needs to be closer so that you can cut out that relay portion.
Okay, I like that. What I would do is I would get with our communication guys and see if they can fix the radio issue. Yeah. Then I would take the equipment to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Try it out.
Have your players try it out. Make sure it's comfortable. Make sure they can hear it.
I would have the sound blaring over the speakers.
We already know Atlanta knows how to pump in noise. So they can pump in a little bit of noise and like they can try it out. Make sure they can still hear it.
Why?
Well, they do.
Today's not the day.
Okay, my bad.
Today's not the day. Wow. Okay. I would have them turn the speakers up.
As they know how to do. Yes.
Okay. All right, Coach Rodney.
I was agreeing with you.
Okay. It felt like it was pointed.
I was agreeing with you.
Okay. I had them turn the speakers up. It wouldn't be an assistant, right?
Right.
It would be the person who's actually using the helmet. So it would be Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Whoever actually
needs to use the helmet.
Make sure they're comfortable.
Zach Robinson would be there
wherever he plans to be.
Wherever he plans to be. So
you can test it and see what's wrong with that relay.
We're going to simulate the same situation.
Right.
So whenever we get in that situation again, we ain't going to be like, oh, what should we do? Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I ain't never seen a light bulb like this before. I don't. Hold on. Light bulb. Wait a minute. How you screw this in? You know, hold on. You supposed to just screw it in. I don't know what to do. The time's going out. You're supposed to just screw it in. Wait a minute. Call a timeout. You simulate the situation because we know that games are won and lost with small details. That's what you do. We got a couple Superman chats. Big Boy Brewski says, Bo, you and Coach are the only ones that can get us through after having a horrible loss like that right now. LOL. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Y'all getting me through. Y'all don't understand. I'm going through some hard times. Zach, the eye test said, and we still never found out what Blind Man Boo. We still never found out. He
might have put it in there.
Okay.
I was doing something else in the chat.
He said Zach need to be on the field, go Walmart, and get that 96-inch Vizio.
A Vizio?
Oh, the sideline. So he can see the field and stay as happy behind and engaged with his quarterback. There you go. Not the Vizio. You remember Vizio? You remember when they first came out?
They were like the cheap off-brand.
Yeah.
Everybody side-eye. Like, why they so cheap?
Yeah.
That must not work.
Exactly. I ain't gonna lie. I had a Vizio.
I hear good things about it.
I ain't gonna lie. I had a Vizio.
We have LG, but I hear good things about it.
Yeah. We got LG now, but yeah.
But when they came out, everybody was side-eyeing them.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman. You said 55 inches for $200.
For $27.
Man. Man, look here. Archangel, he says facts, Brewski. Sergeant King says problem is Falcons are a visiting team in Mercedes-Benz. Flowery is home. Dang, go on, Sergeant King. Man, that's rough. 10 Cam says that light bulb is made for Zach Robinson. Goodness. Francisco says, I'm drinking a Big Low. Cheers. What's in my cup is in my cup. Look here, man. If you crying, we already know what it is. Ron says that's an issue for team's communication unit. That shouldn't be a problem. Maybe Penix has a real medical hearing problem, and I actually considered that, and if that is the situation, then they need to figure that out. Fact of the matter is, we shouldn't have continuous issues communicating plays. Like, that's everyone's job. So if Penix does have a hearing problem, we need to find an alternative way to communicate plays properly. The example says this entertainment. So yes, fire Raheem. This ain't charity. Tag gone.
No, it's not.
Tag gone. That's rough. Were you finna say something, Coach Ron?
I was gonna say that there was another suggestion in the chat, Willie Doc, and I was looking for it. Somebody else said it too, that maybe they need to go back to like Justin Jameson using hand signals as backup options for whatever the next play is to call down the play.
Yes, if that's the look, I mean, they do it in college, right? You'll see the three guys there with different color hats, and everybody's doing the hand signals. Everybody's doing something to determine what the hand signal is, and everybody's watching this one guy, and that's what we go with. If it's a situation where you can't hear, there are alternative ways to figure it out. Also, JR with eye test says blind man boo is Mr. Magoo. Okay, see, I didn't know that. Dun, da, da. That's a Superman
Never
check.
heard that. Okay. Clowns 1940 says you got 114 likes, more than our scrimmage yards, but we got 207 people watching. That's an issue.
That's an issue. You doggone right, Clowns. 114 likes, more than our scrimmage yards, but 207 people watching. That is definitely an issue. That's an issue.
We got a couple of people in here standing up for the Vizio.
Oh yeah.
And let a Falcons fan Demi said, "What's wrong with the Vizio?
What's wrong? Exactly.
Vizio saved me a lot of money."
Hello.
We got we got Gerald Reeves. He said he got 2 Vizios.
Oh man, you living it up, Bo. No, you don't. You got 2 of them.
I said I heard they were pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Shoot, I ain't mad at no Vizio. Jerry said 2 Vizios here, all good. That's it. Shoot, man, we got LG. We got 2009.
Yeah, we still have an LG. We have 2009.
Yeah, we got that LG.
We got married.
Yeah.
Y'all, let me say, this LG, how big is it? It's like 55?
Yeah, 55.
It's 55 inches. So we were like, we just got married. We got married during the recession, 2009. So, we were broke, but we saved up. We were like, we're getting a big TV.
Yeah.
So we went and got a big TV, but we couldn't afford the delivery of the big TV. So we had to go get it in our small car. And we had to it took up the whole back seat. So we had our nephew with us. We had to ride dirty, y'all. We had the nephew on our lap. We had everybody in the front. Did we have a dog or something? We had everybody in the front.
Dog,
we didn't have a dog.
No.
But we had our nephew in the front, and we had to drive real slow because the doors barely shut.
Yeah.
So we were scared the TV was gonna fall out.
Yeah.
But you know what? It still works to this day.
Well, it kind of works.
Kind of works. Yeah, we gotta get a new one. We might be looking at the Vizio.
Might be looking at Vizio. Hopefully, it doesn't have any issues.
Any issues with the Vizio?
Oh man, yeah, we was in the Cadillac CTS then. What?
Yeah.
Showed up. Yeah, I love the Cadillac. Then me and Coach Rhoda got to an argument. You remember?
What?
About it was something.
So many, y'all. So many. Wait, what was the argument about?
I think it was about taking it out of the box or the extended warranty, wasn't it?
It was about taking out the box because we couldn't fit it in the back seat with it in the box.
Yeah.
But we could not afford the delivery. So I was like, well, we got to take it out the box. And they told us if we took it out the box, it would void the warranty.
Why we argue?
So because you were like, well, we got to, if we void the warranty, what if something happens? We spend all this money, it's not gonna be worth anything. I was like, we gotta risk it. We gotta risk it. This is the only way we're getting this TV back.
Gotta risk it to get the biscuit. Gotta risk it to get the biscuit. Zia says, what are we talking about? We deaf now? That's an explanation.
Are they deaf?
Nobody said
Ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody here. Nothing.
Wow. He said the coaching staff just garbage. He said golly. He said he'll go ahead and answer the 5 whys. The coaching staff just garbage. Daggone, that's rough. That's rough. Atlanta Falcons fan David said, not everybody in the front seat. Yeah.
We had to get that TV back.
Yeah.
Out of the box, no warranty.
Yeah.
Doors barely shut.
And y'all know I'm like a huge rule follower, right?
Yes, he's a very big rule follower, y'all. So this was a bad argument.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, we getting this TV home. We
I
don't got $89 for delivery.
I'll just take y'all back. Yeah.
Who got gas money to take somebody back? Because then we get it from
We got from Brand Smart. We got from Brand Smart.
Brand Smart to McDonough, didn't we?
Yeah, McDonough, yeah.
And we lived down by Savannah.
Yeah.
Like, no, we were not going. Nobody was taking nobody back. We were going to make it work.
Daggone.
And did.
You got Auntie Joy here. Says this team should have rode the mega bus home. Daggone. Not the mega bus.
She came in earlier talking about, I'm just here to say that me and Roni made the right choice, not to go. We were talking to Joy earlier in the week, trying to decide if we were all going to go down there. And me and Joy decided to stay. Big love, Uncle Steve went. Yeah.
Uncle Steve called me last night, y'all. Uncle Steve like, hey, Lo, you want to go ahead and head on down to Carolina? I'm like, man, I'm riding with you. Let's go.
Yeah.
It was like 7 o'clock, too. I had barbecued all day. I was tired, y'all. I was like, man, I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. Uncle Steve could hit me up. Hey, man, because Uncle Steve, he retired. He thought he didn't realize that yesterday was Saturday. He thought it was Friday. He's like, yo, man, you gonna try to go to the game? I was like, you talk about on Sunday? You talk tomorrow? Oh yeah. I guess. Let's roll. John with the eye test, he says the way that we were calling plays, they were looking like Hashitashi 2000 Martin was trying to buy. Oh, the Hashitashi. Wow. Not the Hashitashi. You took me back on that one. Da-da-da. That's a Superman jet. Dang, go. You remember the Mitsubishi TV?
No.
They were trash, man. They was something. Mitsubishi made TV, yeah. They made TV. Yeah, Mitsubishi made. My mama, she used to work at Farmers Furniture. Yeah, she said the Mitsubishi TV, they be selling so cheap. I remember she be sitting there like, man, I hope they don't buy this TV because they're gonna be coming back. They're gonna be coming back. Jerry Reed says, you two are great therapy. Well, look, we definitely appreciate it. Now, look, one thing that we do have to talk about, we got to talk about Michael Penix, right? So Michael Penix got benched today. They put in Kirko.
Yeah.
Halfway through the fourth quarter. It really annoyed me because I got like a Bleacher Report and an ESPN alert.
Oh, everybody was talking about
the
trades were like, oh, they benched Penix.
Yeah, I was like, okay, all right, y'all. Like Kirk Cousins is in for Michael Penix.
Hold up. Wait a minute. So they're going to bench Penix after he won last week because he was struggling in the game this week. But last year, when Kirk Cousins was struggling game after game after game after game, blowing a lead that guaranteed us the playoffs with like 1 or 2 good wins, he didn't bench him.
He did.
Do you see how long it took him to bench?
But he took Kirk Cousins out that Minnesota game.
It took forever for him to bench Kirk Cousins. What in the world?
Bo,
what in the world, Bo? What are the decision-making processes here? I'm not getting it. And here's the thing. So if you clearly are able to make decisions quickly. and make adjustments because you took him out the game when you saw it wasn't working. What adjustments are you making when he can't hear? What adjustments are you making when they can't score? What adjustments are you making in other areas when we see obvious problems? Why is that the one adjustment you make? The quarterback that should be leading your team, you should be building this young quarterback's confidence, and you bench him.
You should be doing everything to support him.
To support him. He's going to have bad games. He's new at this. He's going to be bad. Your job is to help him through these rough patches and develop him properly. Not bench him when he runs into problems.
Exactly.
This is crazy. I don't understand him. I don't understand Raheem Morris.
But and the thing is that maybe it's one of those situations, and I guess it's like a situation where it's like I'm playing advocate. Maybe it's one of the situations where it's like you're saying, hey, I'm benching you so you can see that if you don't perform, this is what can happen to you. But on the other side of the spectrum, it's like, as a coach, you're supposed to do everything humanly possible to make your players successful. And the worst thing that can be said about a coach is you failed a player by not doing everything that you could do to put him in the best situation. Right. So,
which you have to do even more so for a young
Thundercat
that hasn't played a full season's worth of games.
He's a rookie. This is game 6 for him.
Yeah.
So it's like, a lot of people, and somebody put it in the chat earlier. It was like, "Hey, is it Kirko time?" I want to ask y'all what y'all think. Do y'all feel like Kirk Cousins should consider Kirk Cousins to be the starter?
So you're saying the bench Penix? Well, you're not saying it. You're asking.
I'm asking everybody.
Should be benched.
Yes.
And Kirk Cousins started.
I'm just asking a question. Somebody asked.
If I were a cursing woman, I would be cursing right now because this is ridiculous. If I were a cursing woman, I would be cursing right now. This is crazy. I can't believe this.
Coach Ronnie has a mouth of a sailor.
No, I don't.
Don't let Coach Ronnie fool y'all.
No, I don't.
Don't let Coach Ronnie fool y'all.
I can't believe this. This is wild. This is
I mean, somebody asked the question. I'm just asking.
The fact that it's even in the realm of possibility for this team is what's wild to me.
I agree with you.
I can't believe this.
Well, let me ask Coach Staff what they think. Do y'all feel like Kirk Cousins should start for Michael Penix? If you feel like that should be the case, put a 2 in the chat. If you feel like Michael Penix should continue to be the starter, put a 1 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all are thinking.
Joy said, Ronnie, I'm a cursing woman. I got you.
Oh.
Joy know how to let him go.
Yeah, Joy. Joy don't play no games. She ain't really come to play no games.
Joy old school Atlanta, so she got that accent to make it sound sweet a little bit.
She also says, well, Ronnie, I'm about to be on your boat about coach. I stopped watching at 7-0 because I already knew the deal. Dang, no. Michael Williams says, if we can't score on the Panthers, I honestly don't expect much for this team at all. Albert Barr says, what's up, big country? Coming from Madrid tonight. Okay.
Madrid. I had a teacher that was from Madrid. He called it Madrid. Like a TH kind of sound.
Oh, Madrid. Yeah. Madrid. Okay. He says, y'all making me laugh. I appreciate it. On to the next. Just flushed this game. We have important business next week. Oh, you do you? Do you? Joy says she ain't mad at Penix. The original Panthers fan podcast in here says 0-2 in the look. I mean, it's the truth. We're 0-2 in the South. We're 0-2 in the South. A1 Forever's in here. Shouts out to Tip. He says he took him out to the Denver game when we were getting blown out. Yeah, he did. You know,
did he put him back in?
Talk about Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm. The next game.
Of course he did.
Indeed, he did. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that to do that with a rookie. Like somebody just commented Atlanta Falcons fan Dimmitt. He said, Penix is our starter. You don't want to send that type of message to a rookie quarterback who's supposed to be your franchise. Remember what happened to Justin Fields. I'm worried about the message you're sending to a rookie who is still trying to find their footing and find their confidence, find their stride by taking them out.
Yes.
I don't like it.
I mean, look, it's one of them situations where it's like, that's the ebbs and flows of the game. Like you have to, you look, you want to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. If you're in the middle of a tough game, we can't just pull you out.
Right.
Like you got to sit in there.
And you got to figure it out.
You got to figure it out.
You're either going to sink or swim.
Sink or swim.
If he sinks, let him sink. Let him remember this game and see what he learns from it.
Exactly. Flying Eagle says Kurt is a has-been. Dang. Dre Murphy, Marquis, Archangel, Dr. Ganja, Gerald Reeves, Life with Options. Shouts out to Life with Options. C-Dub, Ricky Reese, Little Bakeski. If I got that right, Little Bakeski. A1, Coach Christie, Xavier Herndon, Sergeant King. They all say one. They all say that the situation where Michael Penix should continue to be the starter. And I definitely agree with y'all. Because it's just like everybody's mentioning. Number one, remember, he's a young player. Like he's just getting started, right? And we knew whenever this season started that there was going to be ebbs and flows with this game.
Yeah.
I mean, with his performance. Yeah. So we can't just sit here and say, "Hey, throw him away." Whenever and look, the same thing with this young defense. You have a young team all together. Now, mind you, the thing about this young team is whenever you have a young, talented team like this, you want them to be developed. Now, moving forward, the question is do we have the right guy to coach and develop this young team? Do you have the right guy and the right coordinator? And, I'm not going to sit here and say whether or not you do, because we're just at week 3. I don't want to get it misconstrued. We're just at week 3. We got to see exactly what we got going on. We got caught slipping today, and like DMX said, once you start slipping and falling, you can't get up. Iron Mike says, don't give up on MPJ like Lowe gave up on Desmond Winter.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Desmond Ritter was our quarterback? And Big Lowe's like, I think he's going to do great. I love Desmond Ritter. And he nicknamed him Desmond Winner. Did we win? I like that throwback. Da-da-da! That's Superman. Check.
Wow. So I was teaming up on those. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yes, Desmond Winter.
Yeah, who you remember?
It could have been so great.
Didn't we almost have it? We were close. It could not have been great. It was not anywhere near great. Y'all remember that Panthers game with Desmond Ritter in the rain? Y'all remember that? Absolutely not.
Hard times, boy. Hard times.
Oh my God.
Sean Jones says, why are we surprised the Falcons have been going through this for years with the same results? We better off keeping Dan Quinn, in my opinion.
One thing I'll say about Dan Quinn, first of all, I feel like when Dan Quinn left, it was time for Dan Quinn to go. It just wasn't quite working here for him. Here wasn't the place for him. It was falling apart. But one thing about Dan Quinn, he knew how to put a coaching staff around him.
Yes, he did.
That man knew how to pick some coaches. And what I liked about the coaches he picked, they were never his friends. Like when he would pick coaches, you know how normally, the news people and all the trades people, they'll be like, yeah, they coached together and so and da-da-da. He would pick coaches and they couldn't find any connection he had with these coaches. He had never worked with some of them before.
Exactly.
Because he picked people that were the most talented, not the ones that he was most familiar with.
Hello.
And that's one of the biggest issues I have with Raheem Morris is that, and when he came in the door, picking a coach that had no experience, that was his buddy, and we looked awful out there on defense. I was just like, this right here, Dan Quinn would never. Dan Quinn would never. And even the defensive coordinator we have now, I was hoping when he picked the next guy, maybe he would pick based on talent and not love and friendship or emotional equity or emotional connection or whatever it is that he likes to pick people based on. And when they were like, yeah, so he basically called Jeff Oberg and offered him the job, I was like, okay, so he's doing it again. He's picking one of his friends. We're not necessarily getting, I'm not saying that, he's not a good coach, but what I'm saying is I don't like that he's, again, picking somebody based on the fact that he knows them personally, not based on the fact that they're exceptional at their job. Same with our offensive coordinator that never did it before. That's how he got the job.
You got a new offensive coordinator along with a young quarterback. That's tough. That's tough to come back from. That's really, really hard. Also, Big John with eye test says all Penix needed was a place to throw the ball. It was 30 yards of fescue right in front of him. I'm assuming there's grass.
I guess, yeah, there's a type of grass.
He says,
like I've heard that term before.
But our genetic defective OC don't see that greener.
Yeah, it's the type of grass.
Oh, fescue. Yeah, I think I remember hearing fescue.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. You ever heard that before, Coach?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Man. So I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, as Zil just said, he ain't a good coach.
Look, that's not what I'm saying. That's what Zell said.
And exactly, Diamond. At the end of the day, Michael Penix needs to be seasoned. Y'all done seen y'all seen the chiller grillers before. What is one of my famous sayings? Flavors are best whenever they're layered, both. You got to season in layers, right? And the situation with Michael Penix is like, look, he just got to be seasoned. Don't take that chicken out the package. First of all, wash your chicken. Don't take that chicken out the package and just throw it in the oven. You can't do that. Put some salt and pepper at least on that chicken. Now we know that we know a lot of y'all do adobo, seasoned salt. What is?
I know some people put mustard on it.
Mustard. Shouts out to Chick-fil-A with the pickle juice. Yeah, I told y'all secret, and everything else. But put something on it. And it's the same thing with your quarterback. Put some season on you. Put some season on your quarterback, bro. You can't just throw it in the oven and call it a day. ATLN says crazy. No jump balls for Drake London. Bro, it's like we're scared to throw the ball down the field.
Are we scared, or who would be scared to throw that ball down the field?
The team is not throwing the ball down the field. So whatever the issue is, I apologize. Whatever the issue is, we need to get it resolved.
Yes.
We need to get it resolved. So once again, I don't know. And somebody in the comments mentioned it earlier. Like, hey, it shouldn't be a situation where even the OC or whatever is worried about it. That should be on the communications team. Well, look, you had 2 weeks whenever it was an issue where we couldn't communicate with our quarterback who's running our offense. So guess what happens, guys? This is being escalated.
You don't fix the issue. You take the quarterback out. That's what happens.
Wow, Coach Ronnie.
That's what you do.
So well, look. I mean, so now it's one of those questions where it's like, I mean, is that even an issue? You know, or you just telling us something because it looks bad.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this big low conspiracy? Wait, so you're saying maybe the problem is not the mics? That's just something they're saying to cover over the fact that they're getting the play calls in late? That's the team story. Look, I'll tell y'all this. I know one thing. Old Raheem Morris will tell you one. He'll tell you a lot real quick. So I'm not 100% gonna dismiss this. Maybe there's something there.
I mean, am I out of pocket for?
I mean, it feels like the mics don't work anywhere. They don't work here. They don't work there. They don't work in a car. They don't work in a bar. They don't work in Carolina. They don't work nowhere. It's the Dr. Seuss of mics. Like, it just won't work. Nobody can call in to play. And I'm wondering, like, what is going on with that, and why is that not being fixed if it's such an issue?
Sorry,
I'm sorry if it's such an issue.
Sorry, the King said, "What's Coach eating on?"
Yeah. First of all, Sergeant, don't be calling me out like that. But I did have a bite of a hot dog. I'm trying to listen.
She made us say, I ain't nothing. I ain't ate nothing. I'm just sitting here looking at her.
you a corner of some cheese dip.
Oh,
you get it as soon as you get off. You want me to bring some?
Nah, I'm good, baby. I was just talking trash. Tyler Russell's in here. What in the world, Bo? What's going on, Coach Tyler? I hope Coach Christine hasn't cursed someone out over there. Atlanta Falcons fan Demi says, "I'm telling y'all, Raheem setting the stage to place the blame on Zach Robinson." I mean, why is he setting the stage?
You don't have to set the stage. Did y'all see it? Stage has been set.
The stage has been set. All you gotta do is say action. Sergeant King says, "Feed low." I'm good.
Sergeant King, I'm not gonna block you.
Trying to cause problems.
Calling me out.
She on her, yeah, I mean, come. Said ATL says wide receivers have hurt shoulders, can't jump for passes. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chant. I can't say nothing. Also, the ITS says a lie don't care who tell it, and pass gas don't care who smell it. How do you have problems hearing play calls 2 weeks in a row? Mm-hmm. I don't believe none of it. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Look, that's, I mean, and like I said, am I wrong for even asking that question? Also, ATLGA Faithful, y'all make sure that y'all check my boy out, DC. He says, I expect us to bounce back with the win to get us looking right, only to fall off the next game, and we still need a kicker. That's rough. I mean, because I ain't going to lie to you. Next game, I feel like it's a must-win game. It's a must-win game. You're playing the Washington Commanders. Hopefully, we're getting a chance to play against Marcus Mariota, because I mean, look, his time has been coming, and it's one of them situations where you have the bye week after that, and then that next week, the Buffalo Bills coming in town for Monday Night Football.
Oh boy!
So it's in my opinion, it's legit a must-win game. Vincent Moore, he says, I heard Arthur Blank was hot on the sideline. Everybody was hot. It was just hot outside. Yeah. But yeah, you can tell he was definitely perturbed. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate that, Vincent Moore. Well, I legitimately don't know. I legitimately don't know. It's one thing that I can say is, and I know this whole time we've been talking about the offensive side of the ball, the defense started off playing pretty well. You gave up 10 points. You gave up 10 points by halftime. And then, I mean, moving forward, it was one of them situations where You gave, the offense gave up a pick six, but I felt like the defense tried to stay in the game as long as it could, but it's hard for a defense to stay in the game if the offense just isn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean, they tried. Po little tink tried, but they couldn't get it done. Iron Mike says NFL on CBS just tweeted that Penix is 0-4 when opponents score more than 7 points.
Well, that feels like a premature stat.
Unnecessary narrative being set.
Oh, okay.
Hope the kid bounces back.
Yeah.
Dad, come on, y'all. Come on, man. That is. Why would y'all say that? Why would y'all say that? This is the only game that Michael Penix has been the quarterback in whenever this team was not in the game. Think about that. Every game this kid has been the quarterback in, we were in the game. We had a chance to win the game. It came down, in most cases, the final seconds. That is ridiculous. But Iron Mike, that is a da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Exactly, Dan. It's only 6 games. Shouts out to Yuri. He flew from Carolina to Madrid. He says, coaching is the issue at this point. It's obvious. I hate that I watched this embarrassment in person today. Dadgum, Yuri.
Atlanta sports super fan Yuri.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Atlanta sports super fan Yuri said this, y'all. Little Bake Ski says, D did what they could do. Just not enough pressure today. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's one of them situations where they just didn't. Unfortunately, they tried to take things to the next level, but they just couldn't. They weren't getting any help from the offense. Sean Jones says the Atlanta Falcons haven't won the season opener since 2015, since the Georgia Dome. So what that tell you? Now that's not true. If I'm not mistaken, didn't they win the first game in the Benz?
Yeah, we won the first game.
Yeah. We won the first game in the Benz against the Green Bay Packers. Yeah.
Green Bay. We were there.
Yeah, we were there. Sitting in 135. Clown says Penix looked the exact same way against Michigan in the national championship game. That pistol formation is not helping, but they are forcing it down our throats.
They love it.
They love it. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Man, they love it. Carl Thomas says, I see what they're doing with Penix. Shaking my head. They want him to fail because he plays for the Falcons, and you got these slow Falcons fans turning on him. I don't like the fan base, to be honest.
Well, guess what, Carl Thomas? You ain't gotta be here, to be honest. No, I'm just playing. Falcons fans are annoying. We can be very annoying, but you gotta look at our trauma.
Yeah.
Understand where we're coming from. They get out there and embarrass us. What you say?
Coach Roy said, "I'll just play."
I be like, these Falcons fans, y'all so you can complain about them because you are them. It's all out of love and frustration. But we also got to keep in mind though, we've been traumatized as Falcons fans. We can never coast to an easy win. It's always heart attack, close games. We get random, embarrassing things happen over and over again. The common sense decisions never seem to be made when it comes to this team. And you have the talent out there and you can win, but it feels like everything is always done to make us lose. And you get so frustrated with that you have a shorter leash that you're willing to put the team on. And that's what this is. This is a shorter leash. We're look, we know that there's talent out there. We know we have talent on defense. We know we have so much talent on offense. Why are we not seeing any of it? Why are we not making the choices that put us in the best position to win? And why is that always the case? It's so frustrating.
It is very frustrating. It is very frustrating. I think what's very frustrating about it is that everybody gets excited. You have you know a really really good game last week,
Yeah.
and you know shouts out to all the content creators. You see everybody talking about it, and everybody's like, yeah, man, oh shoot, we're looking really good, man. I haven't seen a performance like that in such a long time.
Right.
We just hopefully we can continue to get better from it. And then it's like you come out and you go from one extreme to the complete opposite, and it's like, well, dang, how do you come back from that? It's tough. But as a fan base, what we continue to do, we continue to show up, we continue to be positive, and we continue to root for our team. Once again, I'm going to continue to tell you, when it comes to Raheem Morris, this is only the third game, and hopefully we continue to show improvement. Now, there's things that we feel like he could have done before the season started or in the off season that could have, been proactive at resolving some issues, but unfortunately it wasn't done. Um, but we here now, right? And as far as Michael Penix, like I know that as a young player, you have your peaks and valleys, you have your ups and downs. So it's one of them situations where I feel like Michael Penix is going to be okay. I mean, look, he has that gene, kind of like Matt Ryan, where I feel like, especially after the offense gets going and after the offense figures things out, he has that gene where he could keep you in the game and give you a chance to win it. Now today, everything just it went to a very hot place in the handbasket, right? But at the end of the day, we got to figure out what to do to put our players in the best situation possible, because Drake London's not put in the best situation. We know how productive Drake London can be, and he's not in a productive situation. Darnell Mooney is not in a productive situation. Kyle Pitts is not in a productive situation. So what do we need to do to get them in a better situation? Archangel says, stay ready. Set your mind up. Deanna says, do you want him to frown? Would that equal more wins? Talking about Raheem Morris, they say he's smiling too much.
He don't have to giggle so much. How about that? All that giggling.
Oh man, Stay Ready says, what's so hostile? Relax, man. Watch your blood pressure. Ricky Reed says Penix will be good. One bad game, the OC is not helping him develop. Yeah, I think he'll be okay. Tony Wright says, yeah, something should be done in the preseason. Play your offensive starters in the preseason. 2 series week 1, 2 series week 2. I mean, look, I definitely agree with that, but it's one of them situations now, Tony Wright. It's like, why beat the dead horse?
Yeah.
We're in week 3 now, right? Yeah. It's so unfortunately we didn't make that decision, but we just kind of got to go with where we're at. Lay Hall says, why does Arthur Blank continue to hire mediocrity?
Yeah.
If he wanted to win, he would have hired the Chargers coach or Bill Belichick.
How's Bill Belichick doing in college? He over there winning? Or is he looking silly with his toddler? Whatever. That girl's like 40 years younger than him.
Coach Rhoda is on one tonight, y'all. What's going on?
And she stayed wearing shirts dissing the Falcons. So forget him. Forget his teeny bopper. They can stay over there in North Carolina where we just left, sucking it up at UNC. Don't bring that here.
I ain't gonna lie, Bill Belichick ain't got the same kind of energy. But yes, I'm definitely good on Bill Belichick. He goes on to say, so that let us know from the top they don't care about wins. I mean, I definitely feel like Arthur Blank cares about wins. Let's see. Dravis in here says, I have faith Penix Jr. will bounce back. He's practically a rookie. Yeah, this was only his 6th game. I definitely feel like he's going to bounce back. Totally right says, yeah, something should be done. And okay, I read that one already. Eric Parker in here laughing. Let's go to ODP. Hope you doing all right. Archangel says Bill Belichick is washed. yeah, he ain't the same. Clown says Coach Roney's a straight beast.
But like, if you actually like look at him, he seems like he's confused. Like he doesn't fully know what's going on. Like I feel a little bit like
Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I don't know. It's different. It's not.
Yeah,
his presence isn't as commanding as it was before.
Nah, it ain't like it used to be.
It definitely feels like something is going on. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's something concerning. And I don't like that girl that's with him. I don't really understand why she's always in his ear. That bothers me. That kind of stuff makes me, I don't trust it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there, but I don't trust it.
Hey, I ain't knocking you. Atlanta Falcons fan Demon says, Coach Roney, what does the toddler have to do with Bill Belichick? Just not that coach everyone think he is, and it's showing.
I'm just saying stuff I don't like. And that's one of the things I don't like. I don't like that he's with a toddler.
John, with the eye test says, where's Ernie Zamsky, Frank Wright, the real OCs? Yeah, look,
real OCs.
Yes, there's a lot of experienced OCs out there, that you could have got. You could have got Gary Kubiak, former coach that knows how to run that zone run blocking scheme and West Coast offense very well. That's a Superman chat. Yeah, but very experienced at the same time. Let's see. Deanna says his son is a coordinator. Do you think his son will have been a great coordinator here? No, I don't. I don't. Francisco says Coach Roney is heating up and she's on fire. Boom shakalaka. Clown says a toddler. Oh man, J Miles in here. J Miles says I want the Dolphins coach as the OC if he gets fired. Well, you might get that opportunity.
What we say? 2 black boys in Capri.
Two black boys.
2 black coaches in Capri.
2 black boys in
Wait,
Capri.
no, we had a whole conversation about coaches in Capri.
Yeah, who was that? You was
all
somebody.
The ladies.
You was somebody talking about
Yeah,
I like
the
Capri.
legs.
Like,
Show me some legs. Bring it here.
Nee says, on to the next one. Fix it and beat Washington. Exactly. Tyler Russell says Mike McDaniels. We'll see after our matchup this year. I mean, that's true.
Oh yeah, we do play them.
That's true. Here go Deanna. I like Capri's.
Yeah, there we go. She must have been the one that brought it up.
Uncle Steve voice. I like Capri's. Oh man. Ski says no one should go home and feel comfortable tonight. Daggone.
I agree with that.
Apex says Big Low, what in the world, Bo? What's going on, Apex? Hope you're doing good tonight. Also, everybody watching, make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. We would definitely and greatly appreciate it. Well, look, I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming on. Thank y'all so much for helping us, helping me work through my mini disaster. I could take the sunglasses off because, like I said, I just didn't want the disappointment and tears to show. Thank y'all. I definitely and greatly appreciate it. Look here. I need y'all to do a country boy favor. Make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Also, make sure that y'all hit that like button. I would definitely and greatly appreciate it. We are in a situation where, in my humble opinion, I feel like it's one of those cases where we're in a must-win situation. We got to beat Washington. So, let's see what we can do. Hopefully, we'll come out a little bit more prepared. We're coming back home Sunday, so Let's get it done. Atlanta Falcons fans, y'all remember that the energy that you put out there, is felt, right? So let's stay positive. Let's continue to support the team, even though their decisions have been made that we don't necessarily agree with. What we can control is Zil said, we're F. What we can't control is the energy that we put out here. So look, y'all make sure that y'all stay easy. Please don't do anything that I would do, and make sure that you hit that like button. We definitely and greatly appreciate it. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It was a rough one, but we still sticking in there. Rise up, 8 time down. What in the world, Bo? You'll tell them bye, Coach Ron?
Oh, bye.
Her manners, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Good night.